This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so there are some questions yesterday asked, and before that there are some other questions asked by some people. But for all of this, the answer is today's session team. So this is the thing: incremental file copy from SFTP to Lakehouse. So the source, Sammy, I think he asked some FTP or SFTP, and other people were asking how to copy incremental files and how to avoid the duplicate file copy and all, right? But remember, if the so you need to understand one thing. For example, till 7 o'clock, 6:30 employee file is copied. 6:30 employee file is copied. That 6:30 employee file I copied into the target. Target can be anything. I copied. Now 7:30 again same employee file arrived. Do you consider it as a updated employee file? Do you consider it as a duplicate employee file, Tim? Tell me please. Hmm? I'm repeating my question.
Mhm.
Please be in meeting because there is voice coming back. Okay, so the question is 6:30. I have received a employee.csv file into the SFTP source. It's a similar to blob or data like Lakehouse, whatever you have seen. Now, once the file arrived at 6:30, I copied it. Again, it came at 7:30. Same file, employees.csv, same file. Now, will you consider 7:30 file as a duplicate file or will you consider it as an updated file?
Updated file.
Okay, we consider it as an updated file. We won't consider it as a duplicate file. Please understand that. Okay, very good. Now, with the same assumption, whenever new file arrived, we consider it as updated file. We will take it. We are not going to ignore it. Okay, except you have some special case where you want to if same file comes you want to ignore it. If you have a special case we can handle it, but generally we consider that kind of a files as a updated files. So today I'll show you how to do a incremental file copy from SFTP to Lakehouse. Okay, incremental file copy from SFTP to Lakehouse, how we can do, I'll explain to you. For that, first what we need is we need a SFTP source. So I'll go to Azure portal, portal.azure.com, go into the Azure portal, go into Azure portal. Okay, so here what we wanted to do is we want to create a SFTP, right? Go to storage accounts, click on create storage account. I am creating SFTP source. Please understand how I am creating SFTP source. Pay as you go, and I am creating a new resource group called Cloud Pandit UAT-RG. Click OK, and then storage account name is Cloud Pandit SFTP. Okay, SFTP contains only lowercase and numbers. Okay, SFTP Cloud Pandit SFTP. I'll say click next. Enable hierarchical namespace, then enable SFTP here. Enable the SSH file transfer protocol for your storage account that allows users to access blobs via an SFTP endpoint. So now we are going to use SFTP source. Okay. Now I am using SFTP. So local users features will be enabled with SFTP. Create a local user identities to access SFTP endpoint after storage account is created. So click review plus create. What is our source? What is our source?
SFTP.
Okay, very good. cloud SFTP. I'm not using on-premise one. I am simply enabling the cloud SFTP. When you take a cloud service, do we need on-premise data gateway or not?
No.
No.
In simple questions, right? I am asking simple questions. I am explaining to you very simple things because I know Fabric is very easy for me to explain also. And I am explaining very simple terms. It's not a data factory. Data factory will have some confusion. Parameters will travel through different layers from a pipeline, data set to linked service, and so on. But here it is not like that. Everything is going directly into the activity. It is very easy for you to understand, for me also to explain. Respond it, okay, when I ask, because this is for your, you have to remember. That's why I'm asking. Okay, fine. Now, once you created this SFTP, what you need to do is you need to go to not your settings. Yes, in the settings you see something called SFTP. If you click on SFTP, to access this SFTP from the Fabric or from the data factory, we need a username password for connecting to SFTP server. So what you can do is click on add local user, but before you add local user, we may need a root container. What you can do is click on container, add container. So I'm giving the container name as global. What is the container name I am giving? Global. Click create team. Okay, we created the global container. Yes, we created the global container. So now what we wanted to do is I'll go to SFTP. Where is that SFTP now? Here in the settings. Okay. Now let's try to add a local user team. Let's add local user. So for that, click on add local user. Click on add local user, and the username I am giving it as let's say Cloud Pandit admin. Okay, Cloud Pandit admin is the username. What you want to enable, password or key? So I want to enable simple password. Click next. So specify container access and permissions. So here for global container, which is my root for the SFTP, I'm giving a full permissions, all permissions for this user. Anything can do on this particular container. Root directory, you can just see here slash global slash, you can give, that's it. Okay, ACL authorization, so access control list. So we are just allowing the access. We don't have any group ID, we have not created, so I'm just leaving it. Click add. Okay, once we add, what happens, it has generated some password. So this password I'll copy into here. Okay, what is the username we have given? Check that username. We have to be little careful here.
Cloud admin.
Yeah, so cloud admin is the username. Otherwise you can just copy this connection string. You'll have, you can't, it will contains everything. Okay, so Cloud Pandit admin is the username. I think you may need to give the server name dot username for your complete username. We will see those things. Okay, so now what we wanted to do, we have this server name, authentication method, we are using SSH password. Now I'll go inside this global. Okay, I can just create a, maybe what we can do, we will try to do it on a multiple folders. If I do, you will confuse or what? Okay, let's try to, first let's understand the concept using a single folder. Then I will explain to you with the multiple folders. Okay, first let's go with the cust folder. Cust folder I am creating here, but it is not direct cust. I'll say India slash, let's say India slash landing slash cust folder. Save it. Landing cust folder. It will have some files. I'm just uploading now. Now let's say some two files I'm uploading, salary and the salary too. Let it be. Now source is almost ready. Now we'll go to fabric now, app.fabric.microsoft.com. So we are trying to do a incremental copy from SFTP to what is our target team?
Like
Lakehouse.
how?
Lakehouse. So we want to go into this workspace. Let's create a new workspace. My workspace. Let's otherwise sales workspace only. Sales workspace 009. Click apply. Within this workspace I want to create my target. My target is what?
Like house.
Lakehouse.
Lakehouse. Pronounce it, okay, always. Okay, now I am going to create my lakehouse. Sync lakehouse 001. Okay, now create this. Okay, so lakehouse is ready, source SFTP is ready. So I will be explaining the basic lab first to make you understand. Okay, once you understand the things, maybe we can discuss anything later. Okay, Tim, clear all of you? Okay, now you can go with the app.fabric.microsoft.com for creating the data pipeline. Go to workspace, sales workspace 009 and Lakehouse, no, data pipeline we need. Let's create a data pipeline. Double click on this. Yeah, pipeline name, let it be pipeline 1, create it. Okay, now what we wanted to do here is we want to use simple copy activity. Okay, so simple copy activity. First, what is source team?
SFTP.
SFTP.
SFTP. So click on more, search with SFTP here. 1 second, it is loading. Search with SFTP. So SFTP you have, right? Click on this SFTP. Now first let's put the server name. Okay, so server name and the port number. It is saying port number it can take automatically, but let's put the server name. I think server name means this is your server name. Copy this, put that name here. Okay, next, you no need to give this because this is not mandatory. And the connection is a new connection. Connection name is, I'll say ls for SFTP. Gateway is not required as it is a cloud. Username and password, let's see. Username, I think you may need to give full name, so let me give this. And password is this entire name I'm giving here as a password. So with that username and password, click connect. Let's do the test connection. Connection successful, you can browse it. India folder, landing, cust, This is the folder. From here I want to pick the files. Okay, from here I want to pick the files. Okay, remember that. Now let it be. I'll tell you what to do. Destination. You come here. What is your destination? Sync Lakehouse. Where you want to copy this files? File section. Here I want to copy into global slash India slash bronze slash cust. Correct. But instead of hard coding these things, instead of hard coding these paths, can we store these details? Can we store these details directly in some configuration table? Can we store them? Shall we go and store these things in the some config table? Yes, I'll just go to again app.fabric.microsoft.com. As Fabric database is not available, it was allowed to create only once. We created, but later on it was not allowing us to create it back. So what I wanted to do is, I want to use a warehouse instead of the Fabric database. But in your future, okay, what we are going to do, we are going to use only the Fabric database. Maybe after our trainings, if you're going to work, you don't suggest warehouse for configurations. You have to suggest only the Fabric database. Okay, go inside this. But we are creating warehouse because database is not supported. That's why. Not supported means our subscription was not allowed to create a more than one database. Database one we created and already used and deleted, but it is not allowing us to create more than one now. Now I have to say this is framework warehouse 001. Create this team. So click on your SQL. Okay, so now I want to create one table. Create table, same table config, source folder, source path, varchar of 255, let's say, sync path, varchar of 255, is active int, and then LPV. Okay, so first let's view LPV. One second, can we do better for you? What are this thing? Okay, I'll just rename it as a last processed value only. You can give varchar of. Okay, if you give varchar, it will understand differently. Date time to off 7 comma int. Sorry, is actually equal to int. So like this you need to give. Now you say I'm inserting the one record into this table team. So what is the source path team? Source path, instead of hard coding, I want to pass it to tables. I'll just put that here. What is the sync path team? What is the sync path? Sync is this, right? You take this, PPT. Now, till what date and time you copied the data till now?
Nothing. So
Nothing.
1900.
That is a 2025. Oh, sorry, 1900 01 10. Sorry, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and millisecond precision is required. It will give this. Okay, is active equal to 197. Now let's see. Let's insert the data. What happened? It was not created. Okay, G6 only, up to 6 only. The precision is allowed. Not 7. First, let's create the table. One by one, we will do. Table is created successfully. Now let's try to insert the data. Data is inserted. Select the star from TBL config. Run this. So now you'll understand. Today you learned a lot of new things, but simple things only, right? Source path, sync path, last first value is active. Okay. Now come to now come to your pipeline. So what I will do, so you know already how to connect this and all. I did not run it, but you know the connection and all you have. Now keep this asset. Maybe I'll just mark this as a deactivate. I'm inactivating. Even though this is there, this will not execute. This will be simply say, okay, this is already succeeded. Okay, it is just leave it, or you can just keep it like that. Now you can just use script activity. So script activity I'm using for framework warehouse for querying the table. Select star from table config where is active equal to 1. Okay. Now you see I'll just connect this like this. Now see what happens. You see copy activity, it will not run immediately. It will say it's succeeded and it will go to the script activity. I want to cut it and I want to use somewhere, but I'll tell you for now you can just keep it like this. Otherwise you can even delete it if you have any confusion. See copy data activity, it is saying inactive. It is inactive, run the copy activity. Okay. So it just took a less than 1 second because it is not going to execute. It will be skipped. It will be considered as a succeeded script activity, and it brought some records output. So this is the data. I'll keep this data here itself. This is the information, right? So now what I wanted to do, I want to pass this script activity output to which activity team? We were doing same thing since
for
long time.
each.
For each. So I'll just pass it to the for each. Script activity dot output dot result sets. Result sets only of 0 dot rows. Click OK. Now you go inside for each. There I want to use a copy activity. That's why I'll right click. I'll cut it. Go inside for each now. You copy this. You cut there. You paste it here. Now you make it as a active. Right click. Say it is activate. Now come to source. Source instead of hard coding now. What I will be doing now? Item dot. What you will give? Tell me from this item.
Source path.
SRs underscore path. Correct. And the destination is what team? Item dot
Sync path.
sync underscore path will say. Okay. Now source path is good, sync path is also good. Now what you wanted to do before this come out here. So I am creating one variable. Okay, this variable I will say lower bound. What is this value? Lower bound. What is this value Tim?
Lower
Sorry, it should
bound.
not up lower bound. It should be upper bound value. Okay. It is upper bound value, and let it be string. Now go inside this. I'll just say very carefully go to activity, say set variable activity will be there. Bring that set variable activity before copy activity. Okay. So here what I'm doing, set upper bound value. Set upper bound value. This is the name of the activity, set variable activity. Now this is the variable upper bound value. So for that, very careful observe what I'm doing. So first I'll show one by one. I am converting from UTC to IST first. You know this? I'm converting India standard time. I'm converting the UTC to IST. Everybody understood? I am converting UTC to IST. Okay. So after that, convert from UTC to IST. Then I want to say format date time. What you want to format it in? Year, hyphen month, hyphen date, hour, minute, seconds. So our minute seconds we can able to check it. What you can do is you can just go to here, format date time in date. Yeah, you can say data factory or fabric, wherever it is same. Go to expressions, so you will see the document format date time. So mm must be uppercase. Similarly, we'll have a hour. See, you have a hour, minute, second. Hour is a uppercase, but minute and second should be lowercase, and FFFF is nothing but a which indicates how many precisions you want. Okay, F indicates how many precisions you want. So what you can do is custom format patterns. Let's see first. Okay, F means automatically it is giving 7 digits. 7 digits. 3 F's means 3 digits it is giving. 4 F means 4. Okay. Okay. Got it. Now what we need to do, I understood. So our only uppercase team here. Minute is lowercase. Dot. You need FFFF. 6 precisions you want, millisecond precision. 6F, if you put 6 milliseconds it will be okay. So now you take this. This is the upper bound. This is the upper bound, meaning upper bound means now what is the upper bound value will come to him if I execute this. Tell me. If I execute this formula, can you just think of in your, like, can you think and tell me what will be the output of this formula?
Current day and time.
Correct. Okay. Now this is upper bound always generate a current date and time with the millisecond precision. Okay, that is you have to remember. Everybody has to remember. If you're not aware, you can remember that, and you can see this formula. What I am doing in this formula is first I am generating a UTC time and I am converting into India time. So this is that is the part where I am generating UTC converting into IST. That India time I want in this format. So I'm just format datetime function I have used to format this result into this format. Okay, now I am getting that. That is nothing but a current date and time. But in our LPV, what is the last processed value I received? This is. Now always remember your LPV will become a lower bound value. Okay, so this is going to be your lower bound value. Okay, and upper bound value is the current date. Current date is what? 2025 07 25 20 sorry 08 seconds 04 minutes 00 seconds. Jet is the like just time format. Okay, so this is how you can able to give them. This is how you can able to give the things. Now what I can do is further to just I want to add the T and Z. You can just add a T here. You can add the Z here. Okay, so now what happens? This is the lower bound, this is the upper one. Between these two timestamps, whatever files arrived, I'll take those files and I'll copy into the Lakehouse. Okay, now tomorrow if somebody asks, hey, can you tell me how many files you copied? I can say I have copied up to 20 25 07 25 8 o'clock 4 minutes, whatever data is available in the source folder, everything I have copied. I can say that. Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, Tim, if you have any doubts. See, if you have a doubt, you should ask. If you don't have a doubts, you should answer. But you are not doing anything. You are not asking questions. You are not answering my question. What is the problem? Are you understanding or are you not understanding, first of all? Tell me now also silent. Able to understand or not understand, Tim?
Yeah, understand. So,
Okay, you are able to understand it. Okay, fine. See now, upper bound value, I'll come to here. What I'm doing here, if you go to advanced, we have a start time. Here, I can say that this lower bound is nothing but item dot LPV. Item dot LPV will become your lower bound. So this is a lower bound value I will get. But this time is basically IST. But this is expecting what? UTC, right? So I want to convert back to UTC. So you can say convert. So there is a function here. Directly you can see here. Convert from. So function is not coming. Let's search here. See, convert from UTC, convert time zone. Okay, you can just use the convert time zone. So how this will work is convert time zone. If you see, convert a time zone from source time zone to target time zone. For example, converting. So IST to UTC we are converting. Okay. So first argument is the current date, whatever you have to pass. Second item is to in which format you want to convert. Okay, convert time zone from what we are doing is, I think here he is basically converting PST to UTC. Okay, very similarly we have to take this lower bound value and we want to convert into UTC from India Standard Time. Are you getting? It is convert the time zone is not
Convert came 2 times.
convert time zone. Okay, so copy this. This is the lower bound we are passing. Upper bound is upper bound where we have that variable is there, right? Not system variable. Our variables, if you go upper bound, you take this upper bound. Now this upper bound is also in IST. Why I am converting everything into IST is I can able to make you understand the things if I explain the things in IST. Because now you will confuse if I explain something in UTC. That's why I converted everywhere into the this IST. Okay. Convert from, again, go to functions. You can say convert. So automatically convert from, convert to, convert time zone. Okay, so you can just click on that, convert time zone. This is the variable that I want to convert into UTC from India Standard Time. That's it. Well and good. Now copy activity copied all the data from the custom folder from 1900 to till date. Now once your copy activity is completed, you need to update it, right? Now you need to update a config table till what date you have copied. How you can say till what date you will say, till what date and time you have copied. If somebody asks, how you can say this is the date and time I have copied. What is the date and time? Tell me.
anytime.
Okay, upper bound value we need to use, not current time. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll write a some update query here. This is the updated LPV, PLPV. I have not created ID column. So for everything you should have a ID column team. So let me quickly do one thing on the warehouse side. So it is highly recommend to have a ID column. So for identifying uniquely, so what I'll do, I'll just create it. Drop table table config. I'm just dropping the table. You can just add the new column as well, but that will be added as a last or something. Just added the table is created once again. I am inserting the data. Now if you see table config, select star from table config. Now you have a ID column. What is the use of this ID column now? ID column, you will get a unique, right? So now you will also get, when you see the script activity output, now you should also get like this, correct? Okay. Now you will also get like this. Now I want to take this one to identify uniquely. So in this pipeline, I will say pipeline for ID. These two are inputs. Sorry. So this you can say date time, offset, and this is the integer. Direction is input. Direction is input. The value is coming through. This LPV is going to be passed through upper bound. Whatever upper bound you have, for example, upper bound is the current time. Till you have copied till current date means same current date should go as a LPV. ID is going to be item dot ID. Okay. So now with these two things, I'll be writing a dynamic query here. Update table config set LPV equal to @LPV @PLPV. These are the variable where ID equal to PID. That's it. This is a PID. This is a PLPV. Parameters are getting the value. That value I'm passing to you. Okay. So with this, first I want to save these changes. And I want to run this. So I'm just showing you with only one table, one folder, so that you will be able to understand.
Sir, can you tell between difference between parameters and variables here?
We will discuss. Wait. So what is the upper bound value we got? So till 8 o'clock 13 minutes, whatever files are there, see this is the upper bound. Lower bound anyhow we are getting through the configuration table, right? This configuration table will have a LPV that will be lower bound, meaning 1900 from that time to upper bound. So whatever is there till 2025 0725. So between these two timestamps, whatever files are there, you can see, right? Copy activity import. It has taken modified date start from 1900 end till year. Whatever files are there in the source folder, everything is picked and copied into target. If you click on this, it will tell you how many files are copied. How many files are copied? Files read is 2, files written is 2. Now, if you see the LPV value, script activity just updated the query. So what is the query? It has executed update config set LPV equal to PLPV ID equal to PID. So I think the query is not executed as expected, or what? Let's see. Now go here and query this config table. See, is it taking as expected or not? Till here we have copied. So It is just saying LPV is this. Now my question is, how many files are copied now? Hmm? How many files? Tell me. We uploaded 2 files. Those 2 files are uploaded here. You can see these 2 files are copied. And if you ask here, sorry, data pipeline copy activity, if you ask how many files you copied, it will tell you files read is 2, files written is 2. Okay, this is one thing you should know. Now second thing, I want to run this pipeline once again. If I run pipeline once again, how many files will be copied? This is the first question.
0 files.
None of
0
the
files. Huh? None of the files are 0 files. Everything is same. My second question to you is, this LPV value, will it change or not?
Yes,
After my
because it is
second,
checking the
this LPV value,
current
will
time.
it change or not?
Yes.
See, tell me one thing, yes or no? No,
Yes,
I
yes.
don't need any
yes,
explanation. I
it will
will
be
take explanation later. It will change. If you think it will change, yes. If you think it is not going to change, no. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 It is going to change.
Yes. No, no, no. It
Yes or
won't.
no?
No, it won't change. If files are not there, right? It won't change.
Again, I am asking, is it will it change or not?
No, it will change and take the
Again, I am
current
asking, will it
time.
change or not? See, you are not confident on your answer. That is the biggest problem here. Except Prasad sir, nobody is confident. I am not seeing any confidence on any of you. Banu said yes. Prasad sir said yes. Those, like, whether it is right or wrong later. But first you have to stick to one answer. Yes or no. Everybody please respond yes or no in the chat. If it is going to change, yes. If it is not going to change, no.
No, it won't. No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very good. I see only 4 answers. Okay. 5, 6. Everybody saying yes. Very good. It is going to change. How it is going to change? Now let's think of this way. This is the run one what we have done. Correct? When you do run two, what is going to happen, Tim? Now LPV is going to be this one, correct? Because it will be readied from the config table. This will be there. But what about the upper bound? Upper bound will become a current date. Current date means current date and time means 8 o'clock 18 minutes. It will pick all the files that are there between these two timestamps. If there is no files between these two timestamp, it doesn't care. It just to take this upper bound and it will update it in the config table saying that okay, till this particular timestamp I have copied the files, because now the time is 8 o'clock 18 minutes. If there is no files arrived means files are going to come after 8 o'clock 18 minutes, right? Now let's say, is there any possibility that I will upload a file, that uploaded file timestamp, it will show it as a past date like 8 o'clock 15 minutes, 8 o'clock 7:30? It will show like that. Past date, will it show? File, will it show the past date? If I upload file now, it will show current date or will it show the previous date?
Yeah,
Previous date.
current
Previous
date.
date.
Current date. So current date means if you don't have any files up to 8 o'clock 18 minutes, then there is no files are going to come between these two timestamps. So whatever files are going to come after this timestamps only. So that's why I'll be updating my timestamp continuously. Understood? Now you see, now let's take a exact value. If you go to this, currently this is the value, right? LPV is this. I'll just take this LPV. This is the current LPV. But run to lower bound is this. What will be the upper bound? We don't know. So when we run the pipeline, we will come to know. Understood? Let's go to pipeline one. Run the pipeline. The upper bound is going to be our last processed value. So this is going to be the meaning. Now if you put this, you have to put upper bound, meaning so the copy activity will try to pick is there any files between this timestamp and this timestamps, but as you know we have not added any files, so it will not copy anything. Now files copy is 0. Okay, now same date will be updated in the config table. Now let's see copy activity. Click on copy activity to see is there any files. No, 0 files read, 0 files written. Correct, nothing is copied. And script activity, if you see, it took a this is the timestamp 8:20:27 minutes, sorry, 8 o'clock 20 minutes 27 seconds 30:30:61. Same will go for the update in the config table. See, earlier it was 8 o'clock 30 minutes. Now there is no files are copied, but still timestamp is updated to 8 o'clock 20 minutes 27 seconds. Is it changed? Yes. Now what we will do, we will add some files now, and I will also update some files. Let's say I'll update a credit underscore salary.csv file. Once again I'll update. Okay, and then overwrite if file is already there. Once again, credit underscore salary, credit to, credit to, credit to. So total 4 files I uploaded. Now let's upload. Out of these 4 files, one file is updated timestamp. If you see, these 4 files arrived once again. Now will it pick again 4 files, or will it pick only these 3 files? Will it pick 4 files, or will it pick only first 3 files, team? It will pick this file as well, because this is the updated file. If the file is coming again, means it will be considered as an updated file. We will take that file. Now if you come here and run the pipeline, okay, now it will work. Now same thing, if you have a multiple folders, what you need to do, you need to add multiple folders to the this config. It will take care, isn't it? Is that correct or wrong?
Yes. Malia, suppose the pipeline execution is taking 30 minutes, let us say. Within the 30 minutes, one more file arrived. In that case, after completion of the pipeline, updating last process value will become lower bound or upper bound.
Who is asking this question? Who is asking this
Yeah,
question?
Prasad.
So really you are excellent, I can say. I was not able to explain that thing because people will not understand even if I explain that. That's why I already, the solution is already implemented. So, but you really like thinking very depth of it. Okay, very good. I'll explain. I'll explain that. Okay. So now you see, first let's look at this. Two things I need to explain. One is parameter versus variable when I asked, and the second you asked. I'll explain these two things. But the thing is, what is this? This is which run? Current run only, right? But why files are not picked? Let's see. Why files were not picked now? Let's go to first thing. Let me fix the problem. Why this is not picked? The files is 8 o'clock 23 minutes 25. 8 o'clock 23. So these are within that only these files arrived. But why these files are not picked? 8 o'clock 23 minutes 25. UTC is 2:56 a.m. But why it is showing here as a different time? 1:50:27.
It is also UTC, right? It should show 2 a.m. time, 2:30.
Correct. That's why I am also thinking what is the problem. I think the conversion function is not used properly. 1 second. Now I think here you need to use the ISTT. One second first, let's talk about. Okay. So here converting UTC to specific time zone. I think what we need to do is convert time zone, convert from IST, right? IST to UTC. I think to convert from IST to UTC, there is a convert to UTC. There is a direct function. One second. Functions convert to. See, convert to UTC directly. There is a function. You just have to do this. Okay. One second. I think I have used the wrong function. That's why it was not working. Convert to UTC. You just have to say here India Standard Time. Okay, so I think we have not used this properly. India Standard Time, and here also we have to use this, but instead of LPV, upper bound should be coming through variable. Okay, yeah. So these time zones you have to little bit change it. Remember that. So as I changed this, I want to reset the things back to, so for source I'll go and I'll keep whatever files were there earlier. So first these two files only I'll keep it, and then this is the first thing. Okay, second thing I am going to do is I'll be what I'll be doing is truncate table tbl config, and I want to reset the config, and I want to show all the runs, all the 3 runs I want to show you once again. So that's why first I'll insert this record. So what we are doing, we are resetting the LPV back to the 1900. Okay, I resetted the LPV back to 1900. In the sync also I'll be deleting this global container, so that files will be copied freshly into the lakehouse. See, target is empty, source is having only 2 files, target is empty, config is also resetted back to 1900. When I run the pipeline, what should happen, Tim? It should pick all the files that are there from. So again I started with the run one only. Remove this. Run one is going to be 1900. What will be the upper bound? We don't know. Upper bound we will take. Copy activity field. Provided value is UTC plus 530. Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai is not valid and is not matching. Okay. Just to give it like this. Again, truncate table tbl config. So I'm thinking because the timestamp is just given with the 1900 I think that was not supporting. But now this time I just, but it is not showing here. Why? I'll be using a one more variable team. So what I wanted to do is you can use a one more activity called safety variable activity. Okay. So here what I wanted to do, whatever item dot LPV is coming, right? That I want to convert to timestamp function. We need to see to timestamp. Date functions, if you see, convert from time zones, start of text. Here is nothing is there to convert into. Okay, so you can simply use format datetime things. So I want to format this site LPV value into, but this should be date. I don't know whether it will consider or not. Let's see. Hour, minute, seconds, J. Let's see, will it consider? And now this particular lower bound, I'll pass it here instead of LPV, because LPV it is not able to recognize properly, right? Now I converted LPV, which is coming as a string, into the proper timestamp functions variable I'll use lower bound here. Let's see this. It's not working. To see what we can do. Okay, click on this. I think not the problem is here. Okay. Convert from what? Convert to UTC lower bound, and I want to convert to
There I think UTC comma India Standard Time. I think after
wait,
wire bound, one more.
No, no, no. Yeah, I think that is correct only, right?
convert to UTC, right? See, first you
Yeah.
have to put to the UTC time, then but it is not even case sensitive. What why it is throwing this problem in the standard time? Maybe let me give it as everything in uppercase. Yeah, standard time. Let's see. We will fix it. Don't worry. Only thing is we need to see where is the problem. I think in uppercase we may need to give India standard time. I think that is the only reason I think so. There is again failure. Go to copilot. I don't think this is the right answer, but I still wanted to try. We can try this instead of giving India standard time. 1 second. one thing before we do this, lower bound, is it converted into the proper case, right? The proper format, right? Yes, time zones also added here. Okay, time zones also added by this. 1 second. This is the lower bound, right? Let's make it as a set lower bound. And here also it should be FFFFZ, right? Why this FFF is not coming?
Something bracket within the bracket that milliseconds in K, where K is there in the syntax.
K, where is K? Oh, that syntax is different. Okay, so now this only first we'll try out as per the copilot advice to use it Asia/Kolkata, but it is not the right way what I, as per my understanding, because it is not going to work this way. But let's have a try this also. If this is also not working, then we need to see the different way to convert. Okay, not an issue. We use a different function to convert that IST to UTC. See, Asia/Kolkata, it is clearly saying it is not found. Okay. All these things are done. Now we'll go into other way. Convert from IST to UTC using convert time zone in data factory. Two UTC functions and are not working yet. Yeah, it is wasting a lot of our time today. So what we do is we'll go with or not all these suggestions. Let's go with this example. If it is not working, we'll see again. One by one, we need to fix it. And this is some weird error today we are seeing. Variable is this lower bound, and then this I want to convert from IST to UTC. Let's see this is going to work or not. I'm putting the variable here. Okay. Now let's save this. Run this. We can see here input side it would have populated already. I think this time it took the values. I think it is going to accept this time. Looks like values are proper now. But you can see modified end date is going as a 845. I think it was not converted, right? It is not converted, right, Tim? 845 is the current upper bound value. As it is passing. But it is not converted into UTC, right?
Yeah, correct. It is IST.
It is highest, it is not converted into UTC. What else we can try? What else we can try that now is, now I want to directly try that here, upper one, why it was not happening that way. Okay, first thing, is there any problem? Okay. Okay, so I want to try the one more thing because these are very 1900 is very old dates, right? Maybe it is not supporting something, so that's why I want to try out 2020 January 1st. Maybe let's say 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, 0.001 milliseconds. Maybe we'll try that out. Okay, maybe these are at least Fabric because it used to support in the data factory, but Fabric is a new service. They might put some restrictions instead of using very legacy, very old dates. Is there any limit? I want to check that. So that's why what we can do is now, shit. Now I think things looks fine to me. Okay, table tbl config. I just dropped everything now once again. Now I'm taking only one record, okay, because Fabric only having this issue. I think in ADF we were discussing all these scenarios, but there is no issue. So, but here why it is completely ignoring this LPV data type? What is the LPV data type? LPV data type is date time 2 of 6 only, but still it is not considering. Okay, I understand now. I think let me ask, can you insert one record into about table which is in warehouse of Fabric? Now let's see. Okay, now we also need to try this out, Tim. I think we are giving a time like this, which is maybe causing the problem. I'm thinking what we also need to do now is, do we need to take this timestamp? Are you getting what I'm doing now? Initially, when we are storing, this is not coming as expected, right? Yeah, let's try this out. Whether it is working or not, we will see. First thing, we will truncate the table once again. Truncate table config. Truncated. Now I'll just try to keep this. Let's insert the data with like this. Yes, I was thinking format is not supported also. So now we are trying to fix two things. So still it is not coming as expected, right? Underscore T and that's okay. Now at least we have changed instead of 1900, we changed it to 2020. Now let's see whether pipeline is going to consider those things or not. When we use convert to only we will use, okay, convert to UTC. There are two things. So 1 second, team. Why I'm seeing two things here? Okay. So what is this? Let's delete both. We will add it here itself. Convert to UTC. This is the variable lower bound value that I want to. This is lower bound from India standard. Instead of lower bound, I want to give it as upper bound. India standard. Spelling mistake also create a nonsense. So careful. Now we are good. I think LPV. Okay, let's try running now once again. First we'll see it is converting into UTC or not, then we will decide what to do. Directly it is coming here and throwing in. So fabric community. This is in the fabric. Sorry, this is for the Power BI. Oh, so because this is wasting a lot of time, now what I want to do. So create a one new pipeline team. We want to do quick testing here. So let's try this. Convert to UTC. I'll give string value directly here. Let's say we will pass string to directly. Okay? The string is 2025 0725 timestamp 0856 minutes 56 minutes 0 seconds that I want to. It is basically from India standard time. Now you see this. run this. So meantime, I also wanted to do multiple things, testing at a time. How to convert IST to UTC in Fabric data pipeline. It is converted, right? This is converted. Team, why it is not working there? Okay, it is not working there. Why it is not working in our pipeline? It is working here, right? Okay. Lower bound. So I think for lower bound, if that is the case, for lower bound you don't require this. Activity itself does not require. Directly I can pass the lower bound. Upper bound is you have this. Okay, once again what I can do is item dot source. Okay. Convert to UTC. India standard time is fine. Here I need to say item dot LPV. Okay. Upper bound is this. Run this. One more testing I need to do. When we take a precision, so is it not considering or what we need to see? Okay. So one more testing I need to do on the pipeline too. I'm going here. I want to test it. If I give here dot 000 6 zeros and save this change, run the pipeline team. We want to really understand where is the problem. But this is working fine. Okay, 001 it is ignored. I will give 001. Okay, it is still working. It is still working here. Okay. See 0001 it is taking and it is converted already into the 326. It is converted. It is working fine. Only we are copy activity only not working or not. Okay. So we can do one thing for this because this is we suspect it is not working. What I can do is for this we can say UTC lower bound, UTC upper bound. Okay. So why I am doing UTC lower bound and upper bound is you will come to know because copy activity is not able to convert them into UTC. Prior to this, I'll be using a set variable activities, two set variable activities I'll use. Okay. After generating, this is basically UTC upper bound settings, UTC upper bound. I want to convert this here itself. Convert from UTC. Sorry, convert to UTC, right? Convert to UTC. What you want to convert to UTC is take this upper bound, take this upper bound, existing upper bound which is in IST we are taking. This is we are saying so India standard time. Correct. We are saying this. Now we got a catch. It is clearly saying some problem. Self-referencing variables. Okay, UTC to UTC, right? Upper bound you need to say.
Malia, sorry, I'm not sure. Converted to UTC means we are converting some other time zone format to UTC format. But here we are trying to convert to Indian format.
No. I'll tell you. Just a minute. Because ADF is not able to convert that into the UTC. I'm converting that explicitly. I'll explain to you overall pipeline just a minute. First, let me see whether it is working or not, because it was not working currently, right? First, let me check it whether it is really problem with the copy activity or what it is. Then we can talk on this. Set variable UTC lower bound, UTC upper bound. I save this changes. I'll run this. Okay, upper or lower bound. Let's see, lower bound is converted properly. 731. Lower bound, this is correct only. What we have given is it is converted into UTC. Okay, lower bound is working, but upper bound is failed. Matching Chennai Kolkata. Okay, the problem, the culprit is here. The problem is with the upper bound value. What is happening in the upper bound? We will see that. YYY hour minute seconds, and this FFF also millisecond precision also we have given. Okay, if it is not working, what I can do is we can do the format date time. Just let me fix the problem till then I'll explain to you what is the problem and all. We will discuss this. Save this and run this once again. Oh, sorry, I was in mute. I was in mute since how long, Tim? Tim, can you tell me? I was mute since long time or how it is? Oh my God. Is it? I was discussing. Okay, it's okay. Since 15 minutes I was in mute. Oh, okay. That's okay. I was speaking, but I was thinking you were hearing something. It's okay. Now I'll re-explain. I think now the problem is resolved. I just handled it. Now I'll just reset everything and I'll explain to you. I think it should resolve the, yes, it is now. Oh my God. No, it is not resolved. So oh, okay, it's working. Okay, Tim. Now I'll explain to you what is happening. Okay, first thing first, close everything. No tensions, nothing. You don't require any nonsense. Only this is fine tip. All the things we tried, finally we came back for same thing. Only thing is there is some limitations how to use these things. That's why we were having this problem. But I'm just doing truncate table tbl config. So I hope you know how to create a config table, you know, right? How to create a config table, you know. And I'm just inserting a record into the config table, you are aware. So this way of inserting. Oh, sorry. What is FFF? Okay, I inserted now. And when we look at tbl config table, one, and you can see source path, target path, LPV, and one. Okay, and the target side, whatever paths are there, everything I'm going to delete now. Okay, delete everything. Yes, I deleted everything. Nothing is there in target. Source, we have a two files. Target is empty, and table set, nothing is copied. 1900 it resetted pipeline. What pipeline does is, now I'll run this. I'll explain through values. Okay. Okay, now you see, team, script activity queried for active records. Script activity got this output. This output is as expected, team. This output is as expected, 1900 Now, due to the issues, due to the limitations, instead of maintaining the timestamp in the IST, I maintained in the UTC. Meaning, if you see, this 1900 is converted back to the UTC, it became an 1899 year, 12th month, 31st date, 6 o'clock 30 minutes. Okay. And upper bound means current date. Current UTC date, if you see 3 o'clock 44 minutes, you can see current UTC time is in 3 o'clock 45 minutes. So 3 o'clock 44 minutes, at that time it is generated time. So you have a lower bound and upper bound. Now what we are doing, I have taken a lower bound is here, upper bound is here. In between, is there any files? Yes, there are some files came, right? So those all files will be taking, and we will be copy activity will copy those two files. You see, there are two files, it is copied. Okay, two files read, two files are copied. Now, till what time you have copied in IST, if you say, I have copied up to 9 o'clock 14 minutes 35 seconds. Up to this timestamp, I have copied the files. You will know till what time you copied in the IST. But I have generated a lower bound and upper bound for uh, lower bound and upper bound I generated in UTC. But you want to know till what, you can see here, right? From 1900 you are starting till what you are copied, till this one, till this particular timestamp you have copied. From 1900 to this time you have copied, you will know that. But internally I converted all those things. Okay, I'll show you those things also. but this is first thing, it is working fine. Now if I run once again, what is the last processed value? See, last processed value for us, it is coming as 2025 till 9 o'clock 40 minutes 35 seconds. We have copied the data. It is saying if you convert that 9 o'clock 30 minutes that thing into the UTC lower bound, right? Lower bound will tell you that is basically converted back to 3:44, 3 o'clock 44 minutes 35 seconds in UTC. So from 3 o'clock 44 minutes to upper bound till what time we are copying? 3 o'clock 47 minutes. Since last 3 minutes, is there any files we tried? So copy activities, now you can see copy activity is going to pick the files between two timestamps, right? 3 o'clock 44 minutes to 3 o'clock 47 minutes in UTC. So that if we convert till what time it is copied the data, till 9 o'clock 17 minutes it is copied the data from that source folder. But within this time frame we don't have any files, so that's why 0 files it said. Now what I will do, I'll make a one file update. I'll make a this salary file, very salary file, and some credit to daily, credit to, and the salary to salary to. So these three files I'm just uploading. So now what happens? How many files will be processed, Tim? Will it recopy 3 files or only 2 files? 3 files timestamp is updated. Now if you run a pipeline, 3 files will be picked. Correct? You can see here also. If you run it, you will know. So what is the timestamp? It is 9 o'clock 17 minutes. After second run, 9 o'clock 17 minutes. Correct? Correct, Tim? Data pipeline now it is running once again. Now you can see UTC upper bound, UTC lower bound, and copy activity. Okay, script activity will says, so my last process timestamp is 9 o'clock 17 minutes. 9 o'clock 17 minutes in UTC, if you see, it is a 3 o'clock 47 minutes. 3 o'clock 47 minutes to 3 o'clock 49 minutes, it is trying to copy the data. Is there any files arrived between 3 o'clock 47 minutes to 3 o'clock 49 minutes? Yes, there are some 3 files arrived. So 3 files it read, 3 files it is written into target. Then come to script activity. It says I have copied data up to 9 o'clock 19 minutes 6 seconds in IST. Okay. Now it is very simple, right? So here I am firing a query to read the data. Then there are two variables I have taken. What I am doing, I am just generating current UTC time as the upper bound, and the lower bound is I am converting my IST last processed value back to UTC. Convert to UTC function I am using. This lower bound and upper bound I am passing to say fetch only files which are modified between these two timestamps that we are copying into the sync path. Then script activity, once again what we are doing, that UTC time I am converting back to IST. Convert time zone. So this is the upper bound is in UTC. That UTC can you convert back to IST? So yes, it was converting back to IST. Clear all of you, team? Now I'll ask first thing, when I asked a difference between parameter and variable. Parameter, pipeline parameter, once you assign it, it can't be changed in between. But variables, for every run, this is keep on changing. So within the for loop, if you want to change the values multiple times, you can able to change the values for the variables. Variables means value is keep on varying. Okay, that is the difference. The next question he asked is very good question. Please focus on this. So let's consider I am copying a data between source. Okay. So lower bound and upper bound. So let's say lower bound is run 1. Let's imagine run 1 1900 0101 10 10 let's say 0 hours 0 minutes 0 seconds. This is the lower bound. Upper bound is we are generating a upper bound. Before copy activity I am generating upper bound. So upper bound means 20 25 07 25. Okay, 9 o'clock 22. Current time we will take it as a 9 o'clock 22 30 seconds. So I generated a lower bound and upper bound. Now your copy activity started copying files between this time and this time. So it started at the same time. So it's a 9 o'clock 22 minutes 30 seconds. It started here, and it took a 30 minutes, meaning up to 9 o'clock 52 minutes it ran. Now what will happen for the files which are arrived between this timestamp? Whatever files arrived, what happens? Nothing will happen, because we clearly defined upper bound. We are taking only the files which are from lower bound to upper bound. If the copy activity took 30 minutes, in between some files arrived, we are not considering those files. During the copy activity runs, whatever files are coming, we are not picking those files. We are taking only till 9 o'clock 22 minutes. Whatever files are there, only those files we are copying. Are you getting whoever asked this question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions you have, Tim? Please let me know. Are we good? Okay, Tim. Thank you. If no question.